I waited 6 months for these pedals to arrive, and they were well worth it. Just look how good these pedals look. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be looking at my Tenet Occult Pedals. I've had these things on for the past few rides, and I'm really impressed and want to talk to you guys about them. The Occult pedals are the second version of pedals that Tenet has released. I had the FPT pedals before on this bike. This is the new version. It came out in April of 2020 is when I first saw them, and then I think they first got released. You can see they build a larger platform, really good looking style. I really like this. I like this. So this is the size of this thing is 110 by 105, so pretty wide, pretty long pedal. You also have a pretty interesting pin placement on here. You have 10 pins per side. 6 of them are in the front and 4 of them are in the back. On the top row, you have 3 on each side, nothing in the middle. And then you go in the back, you've got the 3 in the back, and then you've got the 1 on the side. Really, you've got pins where you need them and not where you don't. So I like that. It looks pretty cool. You do have the option to change out these pins and put in grub screws. It has a box that comes with grub screws and washers. So you can swap these out for grub screws if you want. But I'm running with the pins, and I'm pretty happy with them so far. The other cool feature about this pedal is its dual concavity. So I like a concave pedal. That's really what this is, just that the back and the front are a little bit higher than the middle. For me, on my shoes, I really like how that fits and keeps my feet on the platforms. I really believe that really improves the grip on these pedals. It's something that I look for on all my pedals going forward. Now, I've got the pedals in the umber color, which is this goldish color. You can also get it in a silver or gunmetal and a black as well. So you have some options for your pedal colors. If you're not aware of Tenet, and you haven't seen it on my channel, I've been running Tenet pedals since 2018. I first saw the brand in Bike Magazine in one of the bike builds, and I was pretty impressed with it. I think it was the stem and the pedals at that time. On the FPTs, I really liked the grip and I liked the platform. I've been a little bit more intrigued nowadays by these larger platform pedals. I think a lot of people, when they've gone for platforms, they've gone for a bigger platform pedal. One cool thing about Tenet is that they do offer one free pedal refresh. So when your pedals are feeling a little crunchy, they're not feeling that great, you can send them out. They will rebuild the bearings and send them back to you. I remember doing this one winter, and I think it took like maybe a week and a half. It was pretty fast. So if you haven't figured out, I pretty much dig Tenet as a brand. I've got the stem, I've got the bars, and now I have the newest pedals. So I've liked Tenet. So I've taken them out on a few different rides so far. I think the larger platform is just maybe improving the pedal performance. I had a couple of technical climbs that I was actually pretty impressed with how well I did on those climbs. So this platform is a lot larger than the FPTs. I was a little bit shocked when I put them next to each other. I mean, they don't really weigh that much different. You can kind of see the sizing, but these guys are much bigger. So I have taken these out and ridden a couple of different places, and I've hit some drops, hit some jumps, went through some rock gardens. This is a platform your feet are not gonna fall off on. You know, it's one thing about I think it's funny whenever people think, oh, you're gonna lose it, you'll lose a pedal. I almost never lose a pedal on anything technical when I'm riding. And I think with these pins and this platform, you're not gonna lose a pedal either. So overall, I've been very happy with the performance of these pedals, and I highly recommend them. So one thing that came up in the channel is why I ride platform pedals instead of clips. And my personal opinion on that is that it's very much a personal choice when it comes to clips or flats. If you think flats are going to be better, you should ride flats. If you think clips are going to be better, ride clips. But it's really a personal choice. For me, I'm not a racer. I'm not looking to get every single ounce of watts up from my bike. So for me, there's no real value in riding clips. Personally, I have such, you look at even like racers on the World Cup, and there are plenty of very good racers that wear flats and do well. Sam Hill to be one of them. And there are plenty of times you're watching these races and they'll say, oh, the guy came unclipped with his clips, and then he's struggling to put it back in this technical situation. I've never had my foot fall off a pedal in a technical situation. So I don't see the value in clips. The other thing, though, I will say is that I don't have any knee pain either. I have clips on my trainer, and I've ridden clips in the past, and I always develop some sort of knee irritation. And riding flats, I have no knee issues whatsoever on my mountain bike. So it's not all roses and fairy tales. There are some cons to these pedals, and I'll be right out, and they're kind of, they're a little bit, my personal cons. So for one thing, these pedals do not use a pedal wrench to put them on. You gotta use the Allen key. Personally, I really like using the pedal wrench because I want to have a little bit more leverage. I tend to put these things on kind of tight, and then I forget about them and never take them off. And then when I'm trying to take them off, I'm always worried about, am I pulling the right way, or am I pushing? What am I doing? And I wish, having a pedal wrench makes it a lot easier to get these things on and off. The other option is really not a big deal. And it was kind of funny because it's the same thing with the previous model. There's not a really easy way to say, is this the right or the left pedal? Obviously, looking at it now and being able to ride it for a while and using it, I can look at this and say, oh yeah, based on the pin pattern, I know which is the right, which is the left, which is the front of the pedal, which is the back, based on the pins. But there's no L, there's no R. I believe they do have a mark, like a line, extra line on the left-hand side. I believe it's the left pedal. But for the most part, I think this is kind of common. Not many companies put like a left or right on the pedal. Really not that much of a complaint. But if you were taking them off, threw them in a bag, and then you got to take a look at them and figure out how I put them back on, that might be, you might take a moment to figure out which one's the right, which is the left, instead of looking at something straightforward in like a L or an R. But that is really the only complaints I've had about these things. They are pretty awesome. So let me know if you have any questions about the pedals. Like I said, I'm happy with them. I've gone on a few rides now with them, and they look awesome. I really like the umber color with the purple from the Santa Cruz. It looks good in my opinion. I think that if you're looking for flat pedals, these are pretty strong. You'll have a good time with these. I think they're worth it. So thanks for watching. Let me know what pedals you're running. Are you still using clips? Have you gone to flats yet? Let me know down below. But have a good one. Talk to you later. Go ride your bike.